Oh, we missed you, and now it's back for the first time in 2020 from Memorial Coliseum in Lexington. Longtime home of the Cats for 26 years. One of the best programs in college basketball called this building home. And we are set for the newest edition of the Cats. It's Kentucky Basketball Pro Day from Memorial Coliseum on the campus of the University of Kentucky. This building was home to two national champions back in the 50s and a win streak of 129 games. And these newest Cats will try to get things going, get off on the right foot. That's what they did yesterday, going through combine drills, vertical jump, three-quarter court sprint, bench press, and on and on. We'll share some of those numbers with you as the night goes on. But with the combine-style measurables out of the way, tonight they can focus on basketball, and they'll do it in front of a bevy of scouts. In 2020, everything's a little bit different. So the scouts are going to zoom in to watch this event tonight from Memorial Coliseum. But for the first time, really, these players are under the watchful eyes of guys who hold their future in their hands. In the corner, one of two point guards we'll see on the floor. There's Brandon Boston, BJ Boston, whatever you want to call him. He's a top prospect on the team.
Now, this is a kid that last year, for the most part, at the end of the high school season last year, most people you talked to said that he was the #2 offensive guy in the country behind Cade Cunningham, who went to Oklahoma State. That's how much he improved during his senior year. I mentioned he's only 185 pounds at 6'7".
Boston from the Atlanta area, played out at Sierra Canyon High School out west. Hard to stand out with a Kentucky
freshman over the years. They struggle in that weight room early. He will grow into that body and just very smooth, very confident. You see him working off the screens at the top right there. Can he become a guy that so we do know we've had at least 5 minutes of perfection on our broadcast tonight. That's probably the only shot we had. A lot of sprint out ball screens. At the end of the day, getting that ball around the rim to the big guys, Sarr and Isaiah Jackson.
One of the focuses on college ball at Creighton before transferring into Kentucky will be one of 2 point guards that will be on the floor for the Cats this season.
Now I was told. Shooting team. Now, you and I have watched, I believe, 3 practices on film and 1 in person. It has not shown up yet.
Second team, all conference. In front of him in that position, John Fulkerson from Tennessee, and Brandon Boston named to the first team.
As a head coach, you want the flow of a practice to go a certain way. So the assistant coach's job is to sort of help you on the sideline. Make sure guys are in the right position.
Down on the floor. All right, I got to ask you, we going Brandon or we going BJ?
I'm going to go with BJ. I feel like BJ is my on-court name, Brandon my off-court name.
That's perfect. I like, because BJ Boston sounds like a superstar, right? All right, so you come to Kentucky. What do you need to do to attain your personal goals for this season?
You know, just stay in the gym every day, early mornings, late nights, compete at a high level in practice, you know, and just work, perfect my craft, and just work hard every day. That's all I can say.
Brandon, you've been under Cal now for a couple of months in different scenarios. What gets a response from Coach Cal in practice?
Response, I would say not going hard, not doing what you're supposed to do, and when you're hurting the team. That's the only time he yells at us. You know, he just wants us to be the best and the best players that we could be.
I got to clear this up right now. You have a $1 bill in your shoe right now. Is that correct?
Nah, not right now. Only for game day.
Only for game. Why, how did that start, and why only a $1 bill?
You know,
that's like Tom Hart money.
When I was younger, you know, I would always have candy before the game, like Skittles or something. So I go to the concession stand, grab those, and have extra change left over, like $2. Put $1 in my sock and just keep $1 in my locker. You know. That's just been it since the 6th grade.
Yeah, back in the day, we wore roos. You could actually zip them into the tongue of the shoe. Over your right in front of you, actually, up on the big board, we got all these scouts watching. I think last count about 75 different guys. I know you've been playing in the spotlight for years, but is this different knowing that you've got NBA teams watching at such a high rate tonight?
Nah, I wouldn't say it's different, you know, because, you know, I'm used to the lights and the crowds and all that, but I feel like just me playing my game and doing what I do best, that's all I can ask for.
Brandon, you were the first commit in the 2020 class for Calipari. Why Kentucky?
Kentucky, I feel like Coach Cal, he just kept it real with my family. This is somewhere where I can be pushed to be the player I want to be, and that's the best player ever to play this game. And I feel like Coach Cal can hold me accountable to do that.
What kind of pushback do you get when you say, I want to be the best player ever to play this game?
Say it again.
What kind of pushback do you get when you say, I want to be the best player ever to play this game?
I mean, that's just a personal goal of mine. I can't really think about what other people say, but I feel like if I put the work in every day, all day, it'll come.
All right, I got one more question. We'll let you get back to the drills. Olivier Sarr has been really impressive. I don't know if you've played with a dude of his skill set. I mean, a true 7-footer. What's it like when you got him running the floor and in the post with you?
You know, it just makes the game easier because he has a high IQ, high motor. He loves to play winning basketball, and he just plays his ass off every play.
Jimmy, I don't know if we can ask for anything more.
No.
All right, we're going to let Brandon go, and in a second, we're going to see BJ on the floor. It's like Superman coming out of the phone booth.
Definitely.
Brandon, we appreciate it. Best of luck this year. We'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
Brandon Boston to try and alleviate, I guess is the word, some of the inconsistencies with the COVID pandemic and welcoming these new guys to the roster, to the floor.
I've just been trying to be there for my teammates. This is a funky year. It's a little different. Just to let them know I'm there for them, being there. You know, letting them know that you got to be a little flexible this year. You don't know what's going on as far as the COVID and the protocols, and we didn't even know what are we going to have games or stuff like that, what our schedule will look like. So I'm just trying to be a leader and help them every way I can.
Brandon, we have a lot in common. You read at the 12th grade level as a 4th grader. I read at a 4th grade level as a 12th grader. You're a sharp guy, though. And what in terms of leading this team, like what's the one message if you could?
That's what I want to preach to my teammates this year.
Keon, I don't know if you realize just how important that is for a player under John Calipari to be able to share that information, especially with the turnover. And Cal and I have talked about this through the years. I believe that it's not just today on November.
He pushes you, and sometimes you feel like he's only picking on you, but they made sure they let me know that he's doing it because he wants to see you better, and he sees a lot in you. So that's the same thing I try to preach to all my teammates now.
Forward out and have to maneuver through ball screen coverage as well. They both have the handle. They both have the quickness to operate well off ball screen action. Look at that handle. By a long-arm defender in Clark. Watch this right here. Probably got away with a walk, but man, between the legs, he's slippery. He's just one of those wired guys to score.
That's a good finish.
Kids on their high school or where they went to school, they were by far the best player. So I'll tell you, they haven't been coached.
Attended at the Kraft Center on day of game. You've had to chase guys out of the gym, and it happens every year. Get off the floor, get out of here.
I told you before is in pencil. We have to do pencil because we change it. We change 2 offenses. We don't know all the health stuff, but I want them to be, healthy and
understand how hard it is in this league.
They don't.